I was fixing a little bit. Alright, so hello everyone, and today would actually be a great and exciting topic. I have actually invited Jessica Tan from Muse Arts. She is the founder. I had such a great time working together with her, honestly, for the past 6 months. It was really through my son's musical performance, not just once but twice. And through that, I actually saw how a really hardworking, energetic, and dynamic mompreneur, she together with her team brought together such a dynamic performance, not just for the parents but for the children themselves. And this is why I was so inspired that I was like, okay, after the performance, let's go on an IG live just to really understand about her mompreneur journey. She has been on a mompreneur journey for about 11 years so far, so that's really a long and intensive journey for her. She also has two very young boys who also join us together in the performance, and it's my privilege together to have her here to share about her journey. So yeah, I'm gonna invite Jacinta. Okay, just right. So yeah.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Hey, teacher Jack, you got me? Yes. Okay, so let me just invite you. Yeah. Yay! It's all good. Okay, I already pressed it. Yes. Okay. It's gonna come in. Okay, I already accepted you. I was unable to join. Sorry, hold on. Let me just invite again. Can you join? Yes. Yay! All right. Hello, Teacher Jack. Before we begin, we always say music, please. Yeah. So, thank you, Jessica, for having you here. Let me just mute myself. Yeah. Here, so you will see the sound, technical sound at the back. Let me just try to stop it. Yeah. You can hear me?
Can, but there's some sound in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, now, okay.
Okay, all right. So yes, thank you, Teacher Jack, for being here. Oh, you still get that sound. Okay, maybe I will just switch from Zoom. Um, I mute already. I mute myself already. Can you hear? Ah, yes, it stopped already. Okay. All right, never mind. It's okay. We'll just go ahead with the IG live then. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to also say thank you for being here, and I would actually, I was very inspiring to work together with you. Then share with me, like, how did you actually get Muse Up started, when and why?
Okay, I think good start. Okay, well, I started Muse Arts in 2012. Well, I started as a piano teacher since I was 16 years old, under the encouragement of my piano teacher then. And after teaching, I really got into it, and I ended up like having a good number of students. However, I realized that, our local children are trained to be, very systematic. Yeah, I mean, it's good in a way, in the sense that they learn academics and they do well in academics. But for performing arts, they don't really analyze or fully understand why and what they are learning, especially that music is supposed to be an avenue of expression for our musicians, and it's supposed to be enjoyable and enriching at the same time. So not just another subject, to achieve towards grading. So then I set a goal for myself in making music learning a very joyful way, experience for especially for preschoolers before they get into military training, with a goal of them enjoying and inculcating an inquiry-based learning style. Okay, before they actually go into primary schools and get into the military training that we used to go. So having the interest in teaching music to children, I start to do research on what I was keen in, which is to teach early childhood music. So I went through intensive training of various programs from New Zealand, from US, from Australia, and I was exposed to different styles of teaching, different styles of music and curriculum. But I always saw a difference between local and international students' way of learning. The learning style is very different. So I've decided to write our own music based on my music expertise and based on my early childhood training, to write out a curriculum to kickstart Muse's creative rhythm and movement programs for children from 6 months to 6 years old. Yeah. Muse's program.
What I would really love to comment is, about the music is so all like, oh, you made it from scratch. It's so organic. Like all the music is all you sing and like your students sing, right?
Yeah. I think the goal is to make it very very engaging, very catchy. It's like something like jingles where like it's easy to sing, easy for anybody to sing and enjoy and also understand what we want to teach. Yeah, especially the music elements, which is very hard to find songs that focuses on that. Yeah, so to build a strong foundation for children who want to advance to music instruments that they are keen in, that's a way to let them enjoy first. Then after that, learn from there. Yeah, learn through the songs. So yeah, for Muse Arts, we actually started our very first studio in Kembangan. It was a very small studio, but we put in a lot of effort, put in mirrors and everything. Then after that, because we were a very small company, it wasn't really known enough. So we decided, okay, you know what, let's work towards getting ourselves known in the local market. So we decided to go on to working with childcare centers in Singapore. So we now provide our programs in childcare centers, various childcare centers all over Singapore. Yeah, and then we started our own studio and office in Kaki Bukit. That was when we grew our team, and then finally settled with our permanent studio now in Tampines Central Community Complex and Hillian Mall. So from a very small team, we have grown to running our programs in various childcare centers in Singapore, and also we managed to build our dream team of instructors that can also groom the preschoolers into artists.
Yeah,
so
really like from humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, and you were also saying that it is actually to have it as a strong contrast to the local kids, military training through very rigorous academics, right?
Yes. It's good in a sense because we learn from that. Yeah, in fact, we thrive in academics because of this training. Yeah, however, in performing arts, it's slightly more different because it's supposed to be an avenue of expression for our children or for whoever, for our artists. So we believe that, training children in performing arts and also grooming them from there, it needs to be enjoyable first. Yeah, firstly enjoyable. They want to practice and all. Yeah, to get better.
I can totally vouch for that. Like, having the opportunity to send my kid not just once but twice for the productions, seeing it from like just Hillian Mall, we just walk past, to a big stage performance at Suntec Convention Center. There was incredible amount of effort, and I think most importantly, the focus point was actually for the kids to enjoy themselves, was to enjoy being on stage, and like my heart just beamed when my son just said like, "Oh, we love to perform again." I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, I mean, our kids were very excited when they got to know that, oh, I'm going to perform again. You know, that's exactly what we want to inbuild to a kid. They are excited, they are motivated, they want to do it. Not like, oh, I have to do it again. You know, so this is very important to us because if it comes from the kid, inside the kid, anything is possible. Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
possibilities.
Oh,
Mm,
nice,
but
nice.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else you would love to add before we move on to the next question?
Yeah, that's actually how Musa grew, and that's how we started out. So from doing it all by myself, you know, now I have a very good team behind, and we're really happy about that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, later on we will address the I have to do everything by myself.
yeah.
Okay, so next question. You are founder, music educator, even conducting the classes yourself, which is great, and a mom of two boys. Share with me your biggest challenge and triumph on this journey.
Um, Definitely. I think all moms would agree if you are running something by yourself or if you are committed into doing something, making something work, time is a very big factor. Um, I don't have the quantity of time, but I make myself have quality time with my boys, with our parents. Yeah. I'm really lucky that I'm running this business alongside with my husband. So we actually spend a lot of time working together and we grow with each other through that. But my husband and I also have big families on both sides. So we make sure to make time to celebrate occasions and celebrations despite our busy schedule. You know, we work 7 days a week and all. So being a mumpreneur, you always have your business, your team, your family, everything at the back of your mind. So with lesser time to commit, I actually get to treasure of my time with my family and my extended family a lot more. Yeah. And it has come to this extent that, you know, sometimes my boys even join us in events, in shows, you know, like what we did with Zane. Yeah, so we even there was once one of the most memorable one was where we had to run a road show all around Singapore every single weekend. So I was in costumes and everything. So they had to balance between calling me Genie Blue and Mommy. So I ran a lot of roles with them. Yeah. So Joshua was only 1.5 years old. Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of people who follow us since then would remember that. He was the only one who like was in every single event and every single activity. So he made friends then. Yeah. So yeah, that was really, really fun for me. The most recent one was the Not So Little Fair where I was really, really proud of our Muse kids and, you know, my two boys also. Every single one of them, they enjoyed the moment. They shined on stage, and you know there were issues like the music was too soft, you know, but they kept on going. Do you see that?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
I'm so proud of them. Yeah, this showmanship, which is very difficult to inbuild even as us as adults, you know, when something goes wrong, we will not, we don't know what to do. Suddenly, like, oh no, you know, then we blunder. But yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of our kids that they actually went on and on. Yeah, no matter what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, it's not just become like a work member, like, you know, you having all these events, it's not just in work, but you actually, you know, successfully incorporated your family, your kids in it, which is actually one of the biggest struggle that many mompreneurs or even moms themselves face, right? Work-life balance, trying to integrate their kids into their work or vice versa. So I think, like, you know, it's even like for Josh or for your kids, to actually see mommy running around like that, it really sends in that very strong message about, you know, working for your dreams, going after what you want. Yeah, it really, like, you know, immense potential for your boys.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's also good to let them see what exactly I'm busy with. And they know that, you know, this is what mommy does. So when they grow up or like when they realize that I'm not around, they actually know that I'm somewhere. You know, I'm busy somewhere, not just hiding from them.
True,
Yeah.
true. Okay, all right. And would you also share with me like one particular routine that you have so close to your heart, you know, to make sure that you have that bonding time with your kids?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Any particular routines, a nighttime routine that you have with your kids, just to always make sure that no matter what happens, you have that routine in place with them.
Yeah, to keep to that quality time, I will take every single chance I can to make that quality time count. For us, I always make sure that I tuck them in at bedtime, which is in 1 hour time. So in bedtime, then with our special, what we call it is snuggle time. So they always look forward to snuggle time. So when we have our snuggle time, we talk about how our day went. They ask me, "Mommy, how did your day go?" And I ask them, "How did your day in school go?" And I also always promise them a story that we make up together. So you come up with the character, and then I will do some routines. So basically, I need to make my brain things at the point of time to make it enjoyable for them, but not too exciting so they can fall asleep. Yeah. And then also it's a special time for us because I can counsel them during that time. It's a cool down time. So we talk about what we can improve better in. So sometimes I get feedback from teachers that, maybe he's not doing so well in school. Then we talk about it. Why do you do that? Okay, you know what? Let's work on this together. So we give advices at this point of time, to basically, help to inspire them and also motivate them, encourage them in character building. So this is something I really believe in early childhood education, that character comes first. You have to imbue a good character in your child before they move on to, our military training, our normal routines, So once they enjoy something, once they are motivated to do something, they can thrive.
Nice. Really love that. I really love that, how precious you prize the nighttime routine. And I fully agree with you that at that point is such a good opportunity to counsel them from feedback, because they're also the most receptive. Just when their guts are down, their distractions are off, it's just you and them. They're really in that very absorbing mode, everything that you have to say, and really receptive as well. Okay, all right. A last question, which is, what is one myth you had before you founded your own business, and how did the reality turn out to be so different?
I think everyone or anyone who are involved in operation or like start off with operations would agree with me that we always think that I'm going to make it work. I'm going to do this all by myself. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. Yeah, so I always live with this myth of working hard. I worked the hardest like that to achieve the results that I wanted. But through this journey of running Muse Arts, I realized that being able to build a team, a dream team, to work hand in hand along with me is even more important, because I not only can reach out to even more preschoolers to provide them with the enriching music learning journey that I believe in, I can also bring the best out of my team of instructors. So every single one of them, they have their forte. I bring the best out of them, and they also thrive in what they are very good in. So I'm really proud that I have my dream team behind me, that we train from scratch, as they come from different backgrounds, from being a preschool teacher and want to get out of the routine, from being a performer, and even like career change from an office job, they want to be an educator. So my team really put in so much effort to learn and build on, especially that Muse Arts songs and curriculum are originally written, locally written also, and so we have grown so much through these 11 years of partnership, and I feel like we can actually multiply the impact that Muse Arts can bring to our children's music learning journey, with a very strong team behind us. Yeah, so that's what I learned for myself.
Yeah, and I think like the idea about having to do everything by yourself, not knowing how to delegate, really kills the potential and the impact that you can bring to a larger group of people. And of course, like for yourself, it is to actually not just have the best in your students, but also to have the best in your instructors, so that, you know, together you guys are so much stronger. You can reach out to so many people. And I, you know, personally for myself, I joined you guys, you know, 2 years ago, starting from online classes. Definitely there was like, you know, there was growth for sure. There was growth for sure. And like, you know, me being part of the journey as like, you know, as a parent, or even like, you know, witnessing the growth, you know, for our fellow like mumpreneur business, I think it was so, well, I can't find a word to describe it. It was so, so it was so nice to be part of that. Yeah, so yeah, and I think that was really why the strong message that we want to send across to any mompreneur out there, any fellow businesswoman, or any moms out there who's intending to start a business. If you think that you have to do everything by yourself, or that's like completely not true. And you know, this is really the kind of lesson that we want to bring across for those women out there. All right, so okay, I think that's the end of the interview. Really short and sweet. Thank you so much, Jacinta. So, any last, if people want to find out about Muse Arts, where can you direct them?
Yeah, I'm actually on Muse Arts Instagram right now. So if you're keen to find out more about Muse Arts program, or you want to think about career change, you want to be, you know, part of the team of Muse Educators, you know, feel free to find out more on our Instagram page. We also have a Facebook page, and you can also email us. I think the link is in our bio. So yeah, feel free to keep in touch. Our team will be in touch with you. So
Yes,
hopefully we can multiply the impact that Muse Arts can give to you.
yes, and I definitely look forward to seeing more musical productions from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working towards one. So yeah, stay tuned.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Teacher Jack. Okay. Thank you so much for having you here. I'll see you around then. Thank you.
Thank you.